Yes, people, welcome back to another video on the channel. This is your Liverpool daily upload content. We will be giving you the biggest Liverpool transfer news every single day. If you like the sound of that, make sure you're smashing that like button and make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We've also started a brand new channel as well. So this is the football channel and we've made it a boxing channel. I'm a big boxing fan, love my boxing, so I thought it made sense to make another channel for my boxing. So I now have two YouTube channels, and they're my only two YouTube channels. So make sure you go and subscribe to Box Reacts TV. Link will be down below in the description. Now let's get into the video. Today we're talking about Rodrigo, Malik Fafana, and Luis Diaz. First one up is Rodrigo. Florian Plessenberg. Liverpool are closely monitoring the situation of Rodrigo as he is one of the candidates for LFC in case Luis Diaz leaves. Liverpool informed about conditions and current status. Real Madrid would be open to selling him. Rodrigo is aware of this and the market is being explored. However, the package would be very expensive. The 24-year-old is reportedly earning up to 10 million euros per year. For me, that's not too expensive because I think Rodrigo is probably going to cost you somewhere in the region of I think, me personally, 80 to 100. I think you can get a deal done with about 85 million. And on a wage structure, he's only on about 240,000 euros a week, if I'm correct. I think he would accept about 200 grand a week. Obviously, don't forget in euros, that will obviously convert to a bit higher rate. But that is not all from Florian Plettenberg regarding Rodrigo. He then updated us again that understand that not only Liverpool but also Paris Saint-Germain are closely monitoring the situation on Rodrigo. PSG have expressed their interest and continue to look out for a new young top winger. As revealed, their approach will depend on market opportunities. This is interesting because you go to this comment by this guy here. They would have Bradley Picola, Kvaratskhelia, Ezri Doué, I forgot how to pronounce that guy's name, Rodrigo. They would also have Ousmane Dembele, Cancelo Ramos, so many attacking options. Rodrigo would want first team football. He would want first team game time football. And it's as simple as that, especially starting off the left when you have thingy there in Kvaratskhelia. Also, other reports that Liverpool are waiting for a call from Liverpool to negotiate the transfer of Rodrigo. The Reds are in pole position to sign the Brazilian as talks could start next week. And that is why Liverpool are currently in talks with Rodrigo's camp, because why? If they can get struck a deal on that regards, they would then go in for a deal. And as yet, more reports that Liverpool are now in direct talks with the LFC camp and Rodrigo's camp. There's still no talks between the clubs, but the interest is growing. And of course, the interest is going to grow because if they get a message or an indication from Rodrigo's camp that he would be open to a move to Liverpool, Liverpool would fast track the sale of Luis Diaz and move forward quickly and advanced for a deal for Rodrigo. So there is no surprise there, in my opinion, regarding Rodrigo. My thoughts and feelings. I would love Rodrigo at Liverpool, and I know people will bring up his statistics. 6 goals, 5 assists for a player that's for £80 million, but this guy is a talent, man. Left foot, right foot. He can play across the front three. He's an absolute baller. And I think his creative stats, I feel like Richard Hughes and Mike Edwards will take a real big interest in that. Because you go to the season before that, 10 goals and 5 assists. Also in the Champions League, 5 goals and 2 assists. So this guy can produce numbers. To say he is coming off the bench, if you're starting week in, week out for Liverpool, he'll be creating that chances galore, direct, speed, dribbling ability, which is all what I think Arne Slot likes in a winger. And they are all the attributes and traits that Luis Diaz has. Hence why he played a lot of football last season. But that is not all in terms of the attacking approach for Liverpool. As for this summer, there is also reports about a fellow man called Malik Fafana. Sasha coming out with a tweet here that Liverpool remains on standby for Malik Fafana as soon as Federico Chiesa's departure to Syria is finalised. The Reds are expected to move for the Belgian, who is highly rated by the scouting department, as revealed on May the 24th, Anfield Index. So that's interesting. The fact that he could be a Chiesa replacement would be a fantastic signing. Absolute fantastic signing. My questions is with Malik Fafana is how much would he cost? He's 24. No, he's not 24. That's Wesley Fafana. Sorry, I do apologise. He is. Let me pull it up for you. Malik Fafana is 20 years old. I've not watched a lot of him compared to what other people have, but when I do, this guy looks tenacious, man. Just absolute ball threat at his feet. Last season for Ligue 1, he scored 5 goals and 4 assists, and in the Europa League, 6 goals and 1 assist in 10 matches for Lyon. So respecting numbers for a poor Lyon side. For me, it will be an absolute fantastic deal if Liverpool can get this over the line, especially for a Chiesa replacement. You're buying for the future. The fact that our attacking options could be very much be Mohamed Salah, Hugo Ekitike, Malik Fofana, Rodrigo potentially in there, Cody Gakpo, maybe another attacker. That is absolute fantastic business from Liverpool Football Club. And again, it's proven that he can play across the front three, so it's giving more options available. And we know Arne Slot does like that versatile player in his team, and there is no surprise that we are being linked with him. But funny enough, all the players that we're being linked with is all coming from a money man that could be sold this summer. Luis Diaz. Alex Crook reporting that sources in Germany suggest Bayern Munich are ready to cover LFC, a package worth up to 70 million for Luis Diaz. And there's obviously more on that Bayern Munich are willing to be prepared to pay the 70 million man mark for him. Ben Jacobs also reporting that Bayern Munich are readying another offer for Luis Diaz in 69.3 million quid. And obviously Liverpool would use that money very much to go and reinvest into a Rodrigo type player. Hence why I think Liverpool getting on the talk side of things with Rodrigo's camp while they work on with Bayern Munich negotiating. So then therefore when Diaz goes, we can go and get our advocate replacement in Rodrigo straight away. So we don't have to worry about potentially not missing out on a target. Which is very, very good for Liverpool, just safe proven themselves. Me personally, how do I feel about Luis Diaz leaving the club? If you was to say, I'll be happy, but if you're getting offered 70 million plus when you can go and reinvest that back into the squad, you can go and get a young 24-year-old Brazilian from Real Madrid, Rodrigo. You really think any one of us is saying no? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love Luis Diaz. If he was to stay, I'll be happy. But it's looking like he wants that new change, and if he's willing to, if he wants the move, then so be it, and let him move. Big update from Fabrizo though, confirmed basically the Liverpool will be making more signings after Hugo Ekitike. Obviously, Hugo Ekitike has completed his first part of his medical, and the announcement hopefully will be shortly suited in that regards. But what do I see happening in terms of more signings of Liverpool? In my opinion, I think it will be a Mark Gahey. I do think it will be someone on the ilk on Malik Fafana and a winger as well. But it's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool do tackle the rest of this window, because I want them too concerned or worried, but we do need to see a bit more talks regarding the centre-back situation, because for me, that's kind of been put on hold. I get the more focus part is about Luis Diaz's potential replacements, the striker that we just brought in, Hugo Ekitike. I get that, but I don't want the centre-back situation to kind of just be kind of forgotten about and swept under the carpet, because I do think, in my opinion, that we still need to bring in a centre-back. I think you could argue very much a case that Liverpool could probably bring in 2 centre-backs potentially, because before there was even rumours about Quanston at the football club, Liverpool wanted a centre-back. And that we would have had Van Dijk, Gomez, Konate, and Jarrell Kwanzaa. So, do Liverpool need 2 centre backs? We're gonna have to wait and see. If we, I am on the opinion that I think we get a centre back, just 1 centre back, a winger, and someone at the ilk of Malik Fafana. So if Chiesa does go, I could very much see the Fafana deal happening, depending on how much is he going to cost? Because if you're selling a Chiesa type replacement for 15 mil, are you going to go and splash 40 million plus on Malik Fafana? Do you know what I mean? The Rodrigo thing is kind of similar, because theoretically you're buying in basically for a similar price. You're buying in for a similar price with all the other sales that's going to be going on this some of it. People, make sure you're smashing that like button, you're subscribing to the channel, stay up to date with the latest Liverpool content, and make sure you're subscribing to Box Reacts TV. We're going to try and get that up quickly as possible. Videos coming out quick and fast on that. So yeah, big up yourself, smash the likes, subscribe, and up the Reds.